Hey Matt, thanks so much for meeting with me today. I'm gonna go ahead and hand you this football. It's a tool we use in our business, and just want your mind to start thinking about football a little bit. So we have this thing that we call silly putty tickets. You remember silly putty, right? You can shape it, stretch it, mold it. Well, we can shape and mold our tickets to meet your specific needs and to help you increase your sales. So, for instance, how many current local sales people do you have?
We currently have 6 salespeople.
Okay, and how many key accounts does each salesperson have?
Well, Gabe, most of them would have around 5 key accounts.
All right, and then what's the size of an important account?
I'd say an important account would be about $25,000.
Okay, and then how important is new business to your salespeople?
Well, Gabe, I would say it's very important. It's one of our top priorities.
All right, and then so do you have a strict plan that is designed to get you new business every month?
Well, we don't have a strict plan, but we do have a strategy that all of our salespeople try to follow.
Yeah, so it's always really tough to get new business, but by using our silly putty tickets, you can get your clients to focus on new business, and you can keep track of it too. So, for example, the first step is to have each salesperson identify in writing to you which new prospects are key to them. This wouldn't be too difficult, would it?
No, that's not a problem.
So most of my clients have told me that the key to building business from new prospects is for the salesperson to develop a good relationship with them, usually through constant contact. A lot of times to build that relationship, salespeople use out-of-the-office activities like golf and lunches. Some of my clients have told me their problem with this is that some people may not be good golfers, and it can actually be more embarrassing to play sometimes than not, and it's pretty expensive. And let's be honest, when was the last time you had a memorable chicken sandwich at lunch?
Oh, man. Yeah, I couldn't even tell you. That stuff doesn't matter much to me.
Right, so, however, by using our silly putty tickets, you can get them to build these relationships and focus on new business, and you can keep track of it. Here's how it works. The salesperson calls a prospect who he has been working on for a little while. He says, "How about joining me for the Kangaroos game next week? I've got the president's seats." This is not a situation of the salesperson just giving away the seats. It's a salesperson inviting the prospect to go with him. Now, the salesperson has a chance to do some real out-of-the-office bonding. Remember, he wants to develop a relationship through constant contact. And by just giving the tickets away, that doesn't help build the relationship. How effective do you think 2 to 3 hours at one of our Kangaroo games would be for building that relationship?
Well, Gabe, I think it could potentially be really effective.
You know, Matt, you're exactly right. And actually, I'll have you take a look at one of my clients, Dan Williams, had to say. So he purchased one of our packages and saw immediate success with his business.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, this looks really good.
What could have been even better, or what could be even better when taking a prospect to a game is if you, as a president, or maybe your sales manager, could also go. Would you be willing to do that occasionally for the right account?
Yeah, I think for the right account, absolutely.
And then, do you think it would be asking too much of your salespeople to spend just one evening a month with a key prospect at one of our games?
No, within our organization, we do like to try and meet out of the office every once in a while.
Okay, so our season is about 6 months long. If each one of your salespeople took out one key prospect each month to one of our games, each salesperson would bring in 6 new prospects a season. Of those 6 prospects, how many do you think would end up as customers?
To be honest, Gabe, I'm not totally sure. I would like to hope at least 2 or 3 of them.
Okay, well, for this example, let's just say the bare minimum and have it only be one person. If each salesperson converted just one prospect to become a new customer, that would be $25,000 for each salesperson. With 5 salespeople, that would be $125,000 in new business. Do you see how I arrived at this number?
Yeah, you multiplied the amount from the key account times the number of salespeople.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we've been talking about new business. We might also consider your existing clients. After all, your competition may be out there trying to build the same relationships with your clients that you are. Would it be asking too much to have your salespeople also spend just one evening with an existing client as well as one evening with a prospect?
No, I don't think so at all.
So to give each salesperson one game a month to take out a prospect, you would need 5 games a month. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you would need a similar amount of games per month for your salespeople to take existing clients out to games. You'd also need 5 games per month. So that's a total of 10 games a month. Now let's talk about which type of ticket package would work best for you. Based on what you've told me, here's what I would suggest you do. Our best seating area is the club level. The club level comes complete with your own parking area and it's indoors, so you don't have to worry about fighting the elements getting into and out of the game. The cost to have a planned, controlled new business effort is really quite nominal for the return. For each one of your salespeople to take just one key prospect once a month and one current client a month, you need 10 games per month or 60 games for the season. The return on the investment is substantial. If each salesperson brought in only one piece of new business because of this focus, your sales would increase by $125,000. Because you need 60 games, I recommend 4 full season tickets. That would leave 10 games for employees or more customers. Your cost for 4 season tickets is only $14,000. How happy do you think you'd be with those results by giving this plan a try?
Yeah, I'd be amazed and really happy if that's how the results turn out.
So that decision would be worth at least $125,000 in new business to you, and maybe even up to $250,000. I can get this order in today and reserve you some prime seats. Would you prefer the account in your name or the company's name?
I'm a bit hesitant because I just can't see this working out. It sounds a little too good to be true.
So I can understand how this sounds crazy to you, and that you will get all this new business by going to games. But Matt, it does work. And what is your risk? It's only about $14,000 of an investment, and that's not much of a gamble. $14,000 to potentially make $125,000 and even upwards of $250,000. So what if it isn't as effective as I say? What if it's only 75% effective? That would mean you would get over $90,000 in new business for a $14,000 investment. Plus, you'll have a lot of fun at our games. Would it be all right anyway if I could place the order today?
It all sounds really good, but how about I talk with my partner first and then try to get back to you on this?
So I can completely understand wanting to talk with your partner first. When do you think you'll have an opportunity to talk to your partner next?
So we actually have a meeting next Thursday, and I'll run the idea by him then.
Okay, and based off of your recommendations to him, what do you think your partner will be inclined to say about this?
I think that he'll definitely like the idea, and he'll likely be on board.
Well then, why don't we just do this? Let's sign you up today, and we will use our opt-out clause. Since you're meeting with your partner next Thursday, I'll write next Monday's date on top of our agreement. You'll have until then to opt out of the deal. This way, you can still get the better seat reservations if you guys come to the conclusion that you do want to do it. And if not, you can still opt out before them and not have any obligations.
Okay, yeah, that works for me. Let's go ahead and do that.
Great. So, do you have a company card we can go ahead and put on file for this conversation today?
Yeah, I do, actually. Here you go.
Awesome. Well, I'll get a copy of this, Matt, and get it back to you and send you a confirmation email for next week. Thanks a lot.